Hey, what's up, guys? This is zzirGrizz running a team deathmatch on Bailout, Ground War, and I'm rocking the 50 cal ACOG. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. No particular reason. Just thought, maybe I'll get a nice streak or a nice trick shot for the Matrix Reloaded, which we're pretty much done recording for now. Um, it's I've got 298 HD clips right now for the Matrix Reloaded, and it's in its editing stage now. So we've got the what is it? The intro's done, part one's done, part two and part three are in their rough drafts, and the credits are pretty easy to throw together, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, it will be 3 parts. It will be exclusively on my YouTube. So if you guys are subscribed, you'll see it pop up there here in October is when that's going to be released, and the trailer should be up here in the next couple days. And I feel sorry for the editors in this. zzirGrizz and Urban are really working their asses off on this montage. I'm kind of a perfectionist. When we did Echo, I pretty much just kind of left it up to the editors. You know what I mean? I left the music choices up to them. I left the editing all up to them, and they did a good job. I think they did a really good job, but I think a lot of it was could have been toned down as far as like the editing. I've seen a lot of posts, people saying that well, it was a good montage, had awesome shots, but it was over edited and it was too dark. So we took that into consideration when we started in on the Matrix Reloaded, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't screw too much with the lighting, and we didn't over edit in the way of like flashes and spinning the screen and giving you guys epilepsies and stuff like that. We wanted to keep it pretty simple, sync up the gameplay with the music as much as possible, and the effects that we are doing, we're doing some crazy ass effects. And zzirGrizz is doing some great 3D work and stuff like that, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy that video. With that being said, the last commentary that I did was over Afghan, and I had some responses to that video that I wanted to go over. One of them was somebody was asking why I was using steady aim. They're like, "Oh, I thought only Scrandoms use steady aim," and that's not true. But there's reasons that I use certain perks and stuff like that. The reason I was using steady aim was because I like to have steady aim on my sniper rifle anytime I want to do like a trick shot or a long range no scope. It doesn't help a whole lot, but it helps a little bit. You know what I mean? Having steady aim on. But the main reason I was running steady aim was because I was rocking the Akimbo M9s, and that is crucial. Anytime you're running an Akimbo handgun, you definitely want to rock steady aim, at least on a big map. Maybe not like Salvage, but Afghan definitely. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, go into a game, throw on steady aim, and rock your USPs or M9s or whatever your preference is, and you're going to notice a huge difference as opposed to Commando or Ninja or something like that. One of the negative responses I had, or at least in my eyes it was negative, was, "Oh, the only reason you're posting up videos because you want the Premier Director position." Well, obviously I want the Premier Director position, or I wouldn't have made the video, you know what I mean? But it's not that important to me. What really struck me, and the reason I'm starting to upload videos and stuff now, is because when I put up that response video for that CNanners had, I put up a response video. I had a lot of people say, I like your videos and all that good stuff, but you just don't post them up a whole lot. So I wanted to recognize that, and I was like, wow, they're right. Even though I do post up, quite a few videos on Respawn, I don't put up a lot of videos on my own channel. So, I'm going to start posting up a lot more commentaries on my channel. Obviously, montages will go to my channel, and then Respawn, I'll be putting up like the tutorials and the side-by-side, which is more of it's an actual like a weekly show. But that stuff will continue to go on Respawn, but I am going to start uploading a lot more commentaries to my page, along with just some helpful tips as far as in the way of montage making and stuff like that, and gameplay. So yeah, basically with that being said, I kind of go back to the gameplay a little bit here. I rocked the 5, 9, 11 kill streaks, which is odd. I've never done this before, so I figured, what the hell, I'll try it out. And it turned out being pretty good. I actually got my chopper gunner, did some work, and there's the final score, 37-2. Not too shabby. With the Premier Director position, there is a poll up. I wanted to include this. There's a poll up on Facebook, and if you guys would like to vote for me for Premier Director, I will have the link in the description to Facebook, and you guys can go in there and vote. And otherwise, I will see you guys later. Peace.